go through the vision, the values, and our mission. And Sister Kathy, you can do the vision, Hanman values, and I will do the mission.
I'd be happy to.
Thank you.
Our vision is to help to help every young person identify and develop their unique talents and dedicate them to the Lord's service. We envision a world where never again must a young person live an aimless life. We see a time when all young people know their true purpose and lead meaningful lives in the Lord's service.
Fantastic. Thank you, Sister Kathy. Right, come on.
Values. Number 1 is enthusiasm. We are passionate about the work we are engaged in. Number 2, sacrificing. We take up our cross by stepping out of our comfort zone for Christ. Number 3, faithful. We are faithful in that which is least so that we can be faithful also in much. Number 4, leadership development. We develop leaders by giving others the opportunities we wish we had when we were in their situation. Intentional. We lead purposeful and intentional lives by having a definite aim in all that we do. Communication. Of all the gifts we have received from God, none is capable of being a greater blessing than our speech. Improvement. Number 7. Something better is our watchword. 8. Resourcefulness. We are extremely resourceful leaders who always have more than enough resources to do what God has called us to do. 9. Bias for action. We are action takers who love making tough decisions quickly. And finally, number 10, solution oriented. We are problem solvers who consistently solve high leverage problems.
That's right. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you.
You know what I love about
Oh.
You know what I love about these values?
What?
It has enthusiasm as number 1. So no matter like what your enthusiasm level is, when you start reading it, it's like the moment we read, like, we value enthusiasm, we express that, and deepens the impression, we're like, oh. And then, like, all the other values are, like, easier to be enthusiastic about.
That's true. You can't help but to read the word enthusiasm with enthusiasm.
That's right. It's a great way to start the ball going. Did you all hear that?
No, we couldn't.
No, she said it's amazing how when you're reading something, it can affect the way we feel.
Oh, yeah. That was very, very true. Alright, and our mission is to inspire and rightly train an army of youth to dedicate their lives to Christ's service and engage in the finishing work of redemption before the soon coming of Jesus. We do this through our unique digital training curriculums, our live workshops, daily videos, mentoring, and other exclusive success resources. Alright. Now we're going to go down to step 2. We're going to reconfirm. Yes. Reconfirm annual aims and confidence in achieving our monthly missions. And so, our annual aims are as follows. Well, Enoch, can you read yours, and then Carmon, then me, and Sister Kathy, then me.
Enoch will market I want to book mentor by making 1,000 book offers so we can master the art and science of book marketing by next year.
353 days away.
353. I just need to find a way to keep track of when I make those offers.
Amen.
Alright, thank you. Carmon?
We'll migrate some number of our high leverage classic funnels to CF 2.0. so we can create a centralized customer center to improve our student learning experience by December 14th of 2023.
Thank you. There was a portion of that, it sounded like you were speaking Spanish. I don't know what just happened to my hearing, but anyways. It says Shanicia will implement the principles found in all 8 modules and beyond of Daryl Eve's YouTube mentorship program so we can build a thriving community and a lead generating machine by December 14th, 2023.
Kathy will gather 100 attendees to a virtual or live event so we can fulfill our contract by having Myron repitch for us by May 8th, 2023.
Thank you. And Shanicia will apply the 4 Ways to Grow business framework to acquiring strategic partners and affiliates so we can develop ever-expanding win-win opportunities for each party as measured by landing 30 speaking engagements in 1 month by December 14th, 2023. I love these annual aims. They're really good. Alright, and step 2.2, we're going to reconfirm progress and confidence in achieving our monthly missions. And just a reminder that our monthly meeting is 3 days away. 3 days and 50 minutes. And so, I know last week we did have the implementation event, but if there's things that you guys want to share in regards to the implementation event too that possibly connects to your monthly mission, you're free to do so. But we're going to start with you, Conrad. And I see Katharina has joined us. Are you able to take notes, Katharina? Or are you just listening in?
I'm just listening in. I will be able to take notes.
Okay. Alright.
I'm sorry.
Well, you're fine. Well, Karma, you can go ahead and I'll take the notes for you. You can do your monkey mission and your progress and confidence.
Kamra will update our content rhythm so we can validate and iterate the mentorship book offer and deliverables as measured by MKR. Well, progress, we can give that a 3.
Okay, and confidence that you'll be able to accomplish that in 2 days?
Being confident. Let's see.
Yeah.
Confidence. By the end of the week, or Thursday, yeah. 1, 2.
You said 2?
1, 2.
12 out of 10?
No.
Wow.
No.
Which one is it?
Well, is it possible? I don't have an MKR.
Well, let's come back to the confidence then. We're gonna mull it over after you give the actual progress that we were able to do this week.
Alright, progress. Well, last week we listed out the different offers that we had on the book funnel. So now we have something. We have a list of what we already have. So we can work with that. We can see what we want to replace or update, optimize. And it's on the offer creation database, and there we can put together a better offer. But anyway,
Nice.
you don't have to write down that last.
Oh.
The one that the stuff you have in B. All right. Yeah, that's implementation. We got.
I have a testimony about the book.
Okay.
So remember Coach Tina,
Mm-hmm.
who we talked to about book publishing? I told her I got to bestseller. What was that?
Tina Frizzell?
Yes, Tina Frizzell, who coaches people on book publishing. I got the bestseller, and she was really interested to know more about how I did that. So I got on a call, and for like 30-40 minutes, I broke down to her the entire process of going bestseller and why to do it. And her process is like anti-Amazon. She's like, ain't nobody got time for that. She's like, we don't like Amazon. We teach them how not to use Amazon. I'm like, sister, I'm in the same boat. I don't like Amazon either, but bestseller is bestseller. Unless you got another way, this is like do a bestseller launch and then go sell on your funnel. That's what I'm doing. She's like, huh, I never thought about that. So how do you get to bestseller on Amazon? So I spoke to her for like 30 or 40 minutes, just breaking down the exact process, and she's like, thank you so much. And then I prayed with her, and then I just saw a notification this morning. She got her book to Amazon best-selling in the book publishing category.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is so neat. So sweet. Yeah, it's super cool. So please, where I could use support to move forward with the book mentorship bestseller is to follow up with Tina and ask, like, how much of my advice or the phone call helped spur her in that direction, and if she's honest about it, then I'll ask her if she'd be down to do a case study or a video testimonial together.
That is awesome.
Because that's a high-level entrepreneur that would be like, I think it'd be great.
That's exactly right.
I'm excited about that. I'm like super excited. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, so that was some progress. That was like off the press today.
Wow. Thank you for sharing.
And then Mita wants us to work with her to help her to get a best-selling book by the end of January.
That's awesome too. Because it's all these high-level entrepreneurs that you've been praying to be able to work with and connect with. I love how God is answering your prayers.
Mercy, mercy.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Alright. Any other progress with the content rhythm this week?
Yeah, if you could open up the stepping stones and you see the pipeline process for Live Video Squad?
Yeah.
Open that toggle. And looky here.
Oh, look at me. Oh, I gotta open the slider.
So under the stepping stone, we have pipeline reviving the Live Video Squad. Everything under number 1 is everything that we can get done before we hit stop record. And then number 2 is everything that we can do after we hit stop record. And number 3 is everything we can get done after number 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like this new pipeline system.
Yeah, what this pipeline system has who does how much of what by when, so we can, and it automatically links that like card, that pipe or step with it has with the system hub. So the system that's related to doing that thing, it's automatically linked there.
Wow.
And we have the bottleneck scale, like on a scale from 1 to 10, like how big of a bottleneck is this step in the pipeline, which like 10 would be ideal where we want it to be, and 1 would be like it's the biggest bottleneck, or it's a huge bottleneck. It's not going. Almost nothing's been done on it. So we have the stars that measure about like how developed we are. And one of the ways that we can use it for momentum, for blasting through our monthly missions, is by speaking to the team, calling them up and just asking them. Like, for instance, a keyword optimized description. I talked to Mom, I was like, hey Mom, on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you think you are with the writing optimized keywords? And she was just sharing some of the things she had to do and some things that she had, tools she knows and what she is or isn't doing. She's like, probably a 3 out of 10. I'm like, that's great. And then we could talk about what we could do to get the number higher, and that could be the focus of the conversation. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And the all the so we can sections, we're able to put that on there so that the DRI can see how what they're doing fits in the bigger picture of the pipeline and how we're all interdependent upon each other.
That's really cool. I like that.
So that's progress that was made.
And you said, okay, and you said that they're connected to the system that's relating to whatever skill it is, right?
Yeah, there's a relation property that goes to the system hub for each one of those.
Okay. I want to make sure I wrote the right thing. Thank you. Thank you for doing those.
Alright, does anyone have any questions about that? Was there anyone that didn't open it and follow along?
I'm not sure that I had it open right. I didn't see the numbers that she's talking about.
Okay, and Kathy, did you open it?
Yes, I definitely opened it and followed along.
Awesome, thank you. Mom, it's do you see Kamran? His monthly mission?
Yeah.
You see his stepping stones?
Yeah.
Do you see pipeline process live video squad? Toggle.
Oh, you want me to open his stepping stones?
Yes. That's the only way you'll find
I see
it.
it now.
Okay. When you open that toggle, then you'll see the new pipeline. This is the best way I've found a pipeline to work.
Wait, I got pipeline process what?
Live video squad.
Thank you. Okay.
Everything on number 1 is what we can accomplish now. I mean, by the time we hit stop record, everything on number 2 is what we can accomplish after we hit stop record, and number 3 is everything we can accomplish after number 2.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
And
what is
who?
Where do you get that
What?
at?
Get what at?
The database.
What do you mean the database? Oh, where to get the template for creating pipelines?
Yeah.
Honestly, Well, you can get it from the pipeline process on System Hub. Because I'm making a template, but I wanted to test it out on a few monthly missions first. But right now, the best place to get it is just to duplicate this and then change the title and delete all the cards on the duplicate.
That's really interesting. That's kind of what we did with the live cast before.
Yeah, it's very similar to what we did with the live cast before.
Yeah, I didn't look at it, but the way you're explaining it reminds me of the live cast.
Yeah, and that's basically a pipeline. All right, so that's it, y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you guys for your hard work on this, figuring stuff like that out. It's like brilliant.
It wasn't really hard work; it was fun work.
No, it's brilliant.
Okay. Just up here. Cameron, was there anything else you wanted to share in regards to progress?
We move on.
Okay.
Just keep it going.
Alright.
Katerina had a list of questions that she had relating to the content rhythm, and she got a lot of those questions answered, so that's progress.
Great, thank you.
And we did the problem farming session, which was necessary for this. And we also realized that this last week that in order to record the audiobook, we just do a live event and then live stream live on like Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube as a temporary live feed of just reading the book, so that people can get the audio. I mean, hear the audio as it's being recorded. That was part of the content rhythm. There's a lot of progress that was made on this monthly mission.
Yeah, I've got some things done too for mine.
You're just coming up, Mama.
Okay. Says, what is the number one biggest problem that you or we are currently facing, such that by solving would make the greatest difference in moving this monthly mission forward? And what could you or we do to solve it? I'm starting to feel real exhausted. Would someone be willing to take over? I keep thinking I'm feeling good, and then I'm like, I don't feel good.
Do you want to take over in a minute?
No.
Do you want me to?
You can. This isn't a meeting that's best ran by me.
So, was you gonna do this part, Janicia?
The problems, step 3.2 is where we are. It just shares what the number one biggest problem is, and then support,
Do you know?
and then we move on from here.
Do you know who you're asking or who you're directing the question to, Mom?
Well, I thought Sherry was doing it. I mean, it's not Sherry. Janicia.
You said my name.
Yeah.
What?
I thought you were doing it right now.
Isn't she asking you to take over right now?
Yeah, but I thought she was. You know how Colin just took a turn? I thought she was doing her turn.
No,
Oh,
we're on
no, it's
Cameron's
still
monthly mission right now. That's why I asked you the question.
Oh, so we're asking him right now where he needs help?
Yeah, you ask him every question.
Colin,
Hi.
are you gonna answer?
The mission needs an MKR.
Who does that?
That's on me.
Do you need help with it? Are you doing 4 MKRs right now? I think I changed my mind in that.
Just push through it. Cameron always locks up at the same question. The other people don't answer as challenging as Cameron does here. He'll give up 5 minutes before the miracle.
Conrad, do you need help to do the MKRs? Do you need help once to do the MKRs?
Sometimes you just move on. But I will say regarding, and then another thing too is if the responsible individual starts slowing down, open the question to everyone because each person is able to contribute something along each monthly mission. You don't want the key is to not lose momentum when you're directing the ball, facilitating.
Right, something else I would give was that I did the funnel.
That was wonderful, Mom. Thank you for that progress.
And then, so then these, the things that we need in PRs, we're just gonna pass over those then? Or what do I do there?
And another thing, and I appreciate your willingness to help. He writes stuff down even though he doesn't verbalize it, so it's good to look at the screen too. And then you can ask whoever else is involved in the mission where they need just the weekly debriefings page.
Yeah, it's good to be looking at what Cameron is typing as he types it.
So just scoot all the way down there and then go back up, is that what you're saying?
It's not all the way down anywhere. You're right next to each other.
Okay, tell me where he's typing. Where's he typing?
It depends on what someone's talking about.
So at 3.5 is where you typed it? No.
What question did you just ask?
I was asking where he needs help at.
No, the question before that.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You were asking 3.2. You wrote under there. And where you need support would be 3.4.
Did you write it there? Follow up with team members. You said that. Have conversation with team members regarding the roles. You said that too. So where do you need support to move forward, Carmine?
When you start losing momentum, just open it up for other people.
I don't know what you mean by that. Ask other people where Carmine needs help? Or where they need help helping Carmine do his NPR or something?
Mom, it's not just... we're talking about the monthly mission. Each one of these questions is regarding the monthly mission. So, Mom, where do you need support to move forward with the monthly mission of updating the content rhythm or the live video squad?
Where did I need help?
Yeah, where do you need help with moving forward with your role in the live video squad?
I need help with knowing what channels to look at.
Look at the live video squad.
I don't know what the live video squad is.
What do you do in the live video squad? You're
doing the keywords?
Yeah, that's right. So where do you need support to move forward with that?
I guess I gotta figure out what app to use or something. Or how to figure out what keywords or something. I don't know what
Use TubeBuddy.
Yeah,
Use TubeBuddy keyword.
So you want us to what's that called? Get a subscription?
TubeBuddy is a free feature. The keywords on TubeBuddy is a free feature.
Oh, okay. Well, good thing you told me that. Alright.
So, do you see how that works? Like, you have a part in the monthly mission just like all of us have a part in the monthly mission. So anyone can answer these questions. All of us have a part to play. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's why you start with a directly responsible individual, and you start losing momentum as they start slowing down. That's why we're all here to share what progress we all together made. Where do we need support together? Where do people see the biggest problem is? See what I'm saying?
On his NPR, right?
No. Do you know what an MKR is?
It's a monthly, or it's a,
No.
I forget what it stands for. I know what it
It's a
is.
measurable key result.
Key result.
MKR is not a monthly mission.
Right. But it's
So-
more than monthly mission.
Not
It's a
always.
goal.
Not exactly. It's a component of a goal. It's one small piece of a goal. It's just a measurement. But what we're doing is we're answering the question for the monthly mission, the first monthly mission.
Maybe,
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Maybe somebody should do this who understands more how to do it, go through it.
That comment doesn't sound like it makes sense to you.
It does make sense to me.
What part of that sounds
I'm
challenging
just
to you?
thinking, what I'm thinking is design 37 right now, and this is as far as we are. And if I'm doing this, we're gonna go well over 10:30. maybe 12, who knows? You know, it's just thinking maybe it would be better if somebody else who understands it went through it.
What else would you expect? Shanicia is sick. We're not going to be able to get the same results. If Shanicia hasn't trained someone to replace her, or if we don't have the same person going through, we can't expect to get through it at the same time.
I know, but you'll have to teach me every step of the way, it seems.
Yeah, that's how it works. Who's not available?
I can keep going through it.
Thank you, Shanice.
Just gonna be a little slower.
It's not gonna be slower than me, I don't think.
What did you say you needed support to move forward, Sister Deborah?
Well, is that on all my goals?
No,
No,
just
it's
now
just
you
on
were
the first
mentioning
monthly
something.
mission. The first monthly mission.
To help Kamran? What do you mean?
What is the first monthly mission? But Mom, I want you to stop thinking about the person. Mom, stop thinking about the person and start thinking about what the mission is. And how do you help the mission? Don't think about the
Where's
person.
the first one? Isn't that the one that says Shanicia on it?
No. The first one says update our content rhythm. Stop looking at the person. Start looking at what the mission is. You'll do a lot better if you do it that way.
Okay.
And you already said what it is. I just missed it. I was just asking you to repeat what you said.
I don't know what I said. I'm sorry.
It's alright. Enoch, where do you need support?
Where I could use support is having more people to train their mind to, one, look at the desire ladder, and two, see how they fit in making the monthly missions happen, even if their name is not on it.
Okay. And for me, I need support with breaking down what's it called? The transcripts. Yeah. Breaking down the transcripts when we put them on Notion and creating there was something that you were explaining, Enoch, about making like A, B, C, like numbering them and then doing A, B, C or something, like indenting them. Something along those lines.
But all it is just turn all the blocks into a numbered list. That's all you gotta do.
Okay, great, thank you.
Okay, I think I need help figuring out what panels to look at for YouTube.
We're not on your monthly mission yet, Mom.
Okay.
We can write that down now.
Thank you.
You say it again?
Another area.
How come it says Deborah go through Daryl Eads' YouTube channel under Stepping Stones for Conrad?
I don't know, Mom. Because they're intertwined. So another thing area I could use support is it'd be nice to see if each person could who's interested to learn how to use a pipeline process for their monthly mission, I would like to this next month work with people who want to leverage this new system that I created with the pipeline process database.
I would like to learn.
Okay. We can create one for your monthly mission.
What do we do that during our team talk, or one-on-one, or are you doing it like a class? Or what's that mean?
I never thought to do it like class. I was just going to do it together during our working hours, like the workathon. But we could do it. We could just get together as a group and choose one at a time and learn together.
Yeah, do it like the last time you were teaching it and the process of success. I think that would be nice.
I don't want to do it as a class though. I want to do it like a workathon.
Okay. Is there anything else before we move on?
I need to also go through and learn the pipeline.
Okay, that'd be cool, Kathy. We don't have one set up for your monthly mission yet, so that would be simple to do.
Alright, thanks, Sister Kathy. Thanks for speaking up. Alright, and now it is time for your monthly mission.
Did we write down everybody's name who showed an interest?
I think probably was taking notes.
I just say, Deborah, go through and see what needs fixing on the funnel hub on ClickFunnels 2.
What do you think it means, Mom?
I don't know that I have to know something about ClickFunnels. The new.
What is-
the new,
What is the funnel hub? First of all, what link is
Isn't
that?
the funnel hub where you have like a list of all your funnels?
Well,
I'm not sure.
The domain. Yes, it is, but the domain. What is the link? What's the URL? It's EnochLeffingwell.com. So we're asking you to pen and test the EnochLeffingwell.com. It was switched from ClickFunnels Classic to ClickFunnels 2.0. And when Conrad did that, he didn't have you test it before he switched it, so he published a bunch of broken links, and a lot of our purchasing buttons don't work anymore, and they haven't ever since he transferred it. So your help, your urgent help, helps us to really get on that and fix it ASAP and not do that again. Did I answer your question? So did you check it off?
Did I check it out?
Yeah, whatever stepping stone you were reading?
Why do you want me to check that off?
Did you already pen test EnochLeffingwell.com?
I did some of it, not all of it.
Oh, you didn't do all of it? Okay. Then never mind.
Okay. Sister Kathy?
Says Kathy will become proficient in the use of the 4 S's of success, prioritize the team's focus towards completing the 8 desired outcomes so we can accurately know how much our cash flow is positive or negative, and improve our financial situation to move into the country by December 29th. 3 days.
What's your progress and confidence?
Yeah, we did not work on it this last week because of the implementation workshop. And so I think the progress is the same. And I still have to work on my MKRs regarding that.
What is your
What was
MKRs?
I don't know. I'm the one that's supposed to work on that, getting measurable key results, and I haven't done that.
MKRs for what?
For my monthly mission.
What does that? What about your monthly mission are you measuring?
I'm supposed to know what we could be measuring on the monthly mission, and knowing what
How
is
did
of
you get-
higher consequences.
How did you get that responsibility?
Because I was told that we're to set our own MKRs. Or knowing what we could measure. That was my understanding.
And so, are you saying that's your number one biggest problem that you're seeking to solve this week?
Do you hear what my question was?
You asked, how did I get that responsibility?
No, I didn't say. I don't think I said how. I said who.
Who? That was right. You're right. You said who.
Yeah, you answered correctly the question I never asked.
You're funny.
Who gave you that responsibility?
I thought you're the one that had said that I was to set my own MKRs. And
When?
that's what I have written down.
I feel like you said that too.
When?
At the
You-
annual, I didn't put a date on it, but I'm pretty sure it was during our annual meeting that you had said, set your own MKRs, know what you could measure, and what is the highest consequences.
Okay, if I'm talking about an annual aim, I'm talking about within the time frame of a year. That is a skill that I'd like to see people to develop. That does not mean that you're supposed to know how to set your own MKRs, or that you're expected to set them today or for this monthly mission. I think that's completely unrealistic, and I do not expect you to know how to set your MKRs unless you put effort or time or some looking at what the MKRs could be, or just wrapping your head around that. I don't expect you that. I never put that burden upon you. The only thing that I did is during the annual aim, I requested and I encouraged people to use this year to become familiar and to get acquainted with how to set MKRs and learning to develop this skill, because it's a valuable skill for each person to have individually. Does that make sense?
It does. Thank you for clarifying. I obviously had misunderstood what you had said.
Yeah, I don't use I don't use words like you're supposed to or you should do this or should do that. I don't have those. Like I don't think you should do anything. Yeah, it's not even my language.
Well, that's not what I wrote down. I wrote set my own MKRs, knowing what we could measure and what is of highest consequence. That's what I wrote down.
Yeah, and I believe that's a process. We don't learn that overnight. And just because we had an annual aim doesn't mean that you are more experienced in doing that. They're completely unrelated. That's more of a target to aim towards and to make progress towards. Okay, I'm glad we cleared that up. And if you don't have an KR, why does it say 0 out of 8?
I'm not sure. Oh, because I think of the 8 desired outcomes. I believe that's where the 8 came from.
Yeah. But
Including the 8 desired outcomes. I believe that's what the MKR 8 represented.
Are you expecting to get all the outcomes complete by the end of the month?
No, because that's in 3 days.
So then that's probably not what we'd want to measure.
Okay.
We learned that a few months ago that trying to get all 8 done is quite an overkill.
Right. That's why I want to learn the pipeline for.
You're on point. You really got it. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's wonderful, Kathy.
Thank you.
I think you'll get far by focusing on learning the pipeline and the 4 S's. I think you're on the right track. It'll be a valuable skill, and I appreciate your willingness to learn.
Does the desired ladder have anything to do? And I'm asking because I wrote down desired ladder, new pipeline, and wanted to know, are those connected or are those 2 different things?
Yeah, most definitely. They are connected because the desired ladder is kind of like our annual pipeline. It's like a big, massive pipeline that we work on for the year, and everything else is just kind of a smaller repeat and larger, like a stepping stone towards the bigger goal. The month, the quarter fits into the year, kind of like that.
Okay. So desired ladders annual, the pipeline that we need to work on is for the quarterly or the monthly?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
Sister Kathy, what would you say your number one biggest problem is that you or we are currently facing, such that by solving would make the greatest difference in moving this mission forward?
Learning what the pipeline is. That would be the biggest help. To identify the bottlenecks in the pipeline so that we can move it.
I agree. That's wonderful.
And where do you see people or you need support to move forward?
I think Pastor can help me regarding the pipeline, but I know that Deborah and Sherry are very helpful too. When we all learn the pipeline together, that will help tremendously.
Where I could use support with that is reminders to teach that, and maybe even helping to schedule a time where we can get together to go through it. What gets scheduled gets done, so reminders and scheduling would be helpful for me.
Got it. I'll look at the calendar when we can do it together.
Okay, and maybe we could, like, at the same time, when showing how we can start with Mom's YouTube monthly mission and go through the pipeline for that, and then whoever is learning the process with Mom's, we can learn it through that, and then the next one we can go through is the financial part, and we could do your monthly mission with the pipeline, and then each time we'll learn in practical examples of how it fits.
Okay.
So maybe like 2 sessions, one for Mom and one for the tiller.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything
you.
else, Sister Kathy? Sister Kathy?
Yes. I'm here.
Was there anything else, anywhere else? Do you need support with your mission? Any of the desired outcomes? Anything specific?
think of anything else, but I do want to get that scheduled so that we can move forward with it.
Okay. Did you already say what your confidence was?
No, I did not say that.
Oh, what's your confidence?
My confidence of having it done in 3 days is maybe a 5.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm sorry you're not doing it.
Not really, but I'll be fine. Sister Deborah, can you do yours next?
No.
Thank you. Sorry.
Close yours. Touch everything. On training the algorithm, and I need help to do that. And,
Would you be able
Mom,
to
can
read
you
it
please-
first?
Yeah, you want to read the monthly mission.
Sorry. Deborah will work with Shanicia to implement the assignments found in the first 4 modules of YouTube channel Jumpstart with Daryl Eves, so we can build a thriving and profitable YouTube community by December 29th, which is in 3 days. 2022, MKR 1/4 completed assignments, progress 3 out of 10, confidence 4 out of 10. And
Is that your current progress and confidence, or has it changed from last week?
the current one, I don't know, it depends on how fast I get help. And I can do it.
From last week to today, what would you say your progress has been?
Well, you mean what number?
Yeah.
Maybe a 4. 4 out of 10.
And your confidence?
You're welcome.
Is that still the same, or has it changed?
I don't think it's the same because you're sick. Because I don't know who would help me if not you. Because I need help with the motion and setting that up. Because I've got some parts of the motion that needs to be set in there that's not in there. And in doing that, I'd have to go through a lot of videos and fill that out, which would take a long time. And also I need help understanding what channels to subscribe to. So my confidence of getting this done within 3 days is 0. Because I've gone as far as I can go so far. Except for I could keep looking at videos and, getting the algorithm to know that those videos, but I think the algorithm already knows it, the ones I've been doing.
What was your confidence
so
again?
Can you say again the things that you were able to do so Carmen can write them down?
Can you say your confidence again too?
My confidence is a 0.
0, okay.
Yeah. And then I need help with figuring out what videos to watch on the new channel. And I also need help with the Notion. Because there's a bunch of things that we need to put in the Notion database that I need to check on some videos that I'm watching. And yeah, I need help with that.
Okay. And what did you do last week? Or what did you do between last week and
What did I do
today?
this week?
Yeah.
I watched more videos and listened to Daryl again.
Any specific sections or videos or topics?
Well, you know, I'm trying to I'm trying to frame the algorithm, and so it was on that topic, and then and I wrote out a list of things that need to be on the database so that I could, you know, go to the next step of the assignment. But the assignment, I can't move on until I know what videos to watch. Because if I just start putting videos in there, it messes up the algorithm. There's specific videos that we need to put in there to you know, get that information off of. And I've talked to Enoch about it a couple of times, but we're not sure what exactly who we're like. So
Okay.
he hasn't watched the instructions.
Oh, okay. And that makes me think of something too, like for the people who are logged into the Enoch Lafawell YouTube channel. If we're looking up other things on YouTube, we gotta make sure that we're not on that channel while we're looking for other videos, because that could throw it off too.
Yeah. We could probably go through that and erase the history or something. I don't know if that would work. I think it's like a spider, and it just combs through the channel, and then it takes note of that. And so it might be stuck in there if and even if we erase it, it's not gonna fix it. If it's like a spider. I don't know.
So we'll just have to keep just moving forward from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And what do you see as your number one biggest problem that you're currently facing?
Let me read through this to see if I did anything. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
I really enjoy Daryl Eves. You know, you guys, even if you don't, you're not doing the Daryl Eves things, I would check it out just to know how that works, because it's really powerful information. Okay, so then it says thumbnails, video descriptions, headlines, and monitoring analytics. I'm supposed to do that on the videos? What does that mean?
Can you read that again? I'm not sure where you were looking.
There's a box that says implement the principles found in YouTube channel Jumpstart with Daryl Eves for the next 2 months. It says thumbnails, video descriptions, headlines, and monitoring analytics. What does that mean? Am I supposed to do the YouTube videos, or am I just learning about what this entails?
That was probably something that was put on there when we first formed the monthly mission, but it's probably not something that you're directly responsible for. I still don't see it, but yeah. Alright, are you ready for 3.2?
Oh no, hold on, let me read this stuff here. But am I supposed to? Oh, I see. You're doing this. You're the one who's going to tell me what I need to do.
What?
Shanicia is going to be the one who tells me what I need to do.
I heard what you said. What are you talking about?
It says Shanicia optimize our YouTube channel or start a new YouTube channel with assistance from Daryl Eves. And then it says post both short form and longer form videos on YouTube. Then it says consider recruiting graphic design help for our thumbnails.
I think those are also suggestions before we crafted what the monthly mission is going to look like and who's going to be responsible.
Okay. I'll go wherever it is you want me to go. Where do you want me to go?
Step 3.2.
3.2.
So what is your number one biggest problem that you're currently facing? So by solving would make the greatest difference in moving this monthly mission forward. And what could you or we do to solve it?
My biggest thing that I'm facing right now is realizing which channels to put into YouTube so that we could train the algorithm.
Okay.
That's my biggest one. But can I have two of them?
Number
Go
one.
for it, Mom. If you, their second one would just be where you need support to move forward. Any secondary problems.
Okay.
We could share it.
I need help with Notion to bring it up on my computer. This is not working. I could do it on the website, but I can't get the Notion where I can use it, huh?
I would recommend, instead of looking at Notion as, or like the getting started tutorials as the thing that's going to solve your whatever specific problem is that you're facing, I would recommend that you look at the getting started tutorials as your resource to just gain the skill to learn the Notion navigation and what you get from that. So instead of like the artificial urgency that you would subconsciously be placing upon yourself to learn Notion so you can solve that specific problem, like I would encourage you to take off that artificial urgency and just give yourself permission to be where you are and invest in going through Thomas Frank's series. That if you're stuck with Daryl Eves, then go through Thomas Frank's series with Notion and don't look at it like I gotta go through all these videos to solve this problem. Look at it as I get to learn from someone who I enjoy learning from, and I get to learn a skill that I genuinely want to learn, and give yourself the time necessary to become the person who can navigate on Notion. Does that make sense, what I'm saying?
I agree with you, but I don't. What's going on with my computer isn't whether or not I know Notion. What's going on with it? I think it's like it's stuck on something.
Yeah, it sounds like your Notion app isn't working, but the web browser does, right?
Right.
Yeah, just keep using the web browser. Don't worry about Notion, the app. You don't need the Notion app. I don't use the Notion app.
I want the Notion app.
I'm sure you do.
So anyway, that's my secondary thing that I need the most help with. Regardless if you think that's what it is, that's what it is.
Okay, your comment makes it sound like you didn't understand what I said.
I didn't understand what you said, Enoch, but I do want, I know you don't care if I have it or not, but I care, and that's where my heart is, and that's what I'm going to try to get done. I want to be able to use Notion the way that I'm used to using Notion. I don't want to use it on the web page.
I never said I don't care if you have the Notion app. I want you to have the Notion app. Carmen uses it.
It sounds like
it too. Well, you are like I really want to encourage you to not assume my motives and my thoughts and feelings and these things. Like, you don't know the heart. You only look on the outward appearance. So please don't put things into my mind that is not there.
I'm repeating it. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I forgive you. That's fine. I think you're doing great with answering the questions, man. I'm glad for the progress you've been making. You've been diligent in overcoming obstacles.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Alright. Thanks, Sister Deborah.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I can do mine. So Shanisha will work with Conrad and the team in building an affiliate center designed to help our book affiliates succeed, as measured by designing a commissions breakdown graphic and making 3 ML templates, 2 social share graphics, and 1 video asset available in their affiliate center, so we can raise up an army of affiliates to sell our book for offers and acquire speaking engagements by December 29, 2022. And last week I didn't work on this really, but during the implementation workshop, there were some things that I learned, some principles and frameworks and different things that I learned that I can apply to building affiliate center and strategic partnerships. And
we talked about doing that for the month, right? That will give you that we're gonna go through the implementation workshop for the strategic partners.
Yeah.
That was good progress.
Yeah, that's something that we decided instead of doing it during the workshop, we were going to do it as a monthly mission instead, kind of thing. Just doing the implementation for a month. So that was, yeah, that was nice. And
We're
then,
gonna do implementation.
What did you say?
What was that again?
What did you just call me?
You heard.
I think I did,
You
man.
guys act like you didn't hear.
I did not.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
Mama's yanking your chain.
Oh, it feels like
That
it.
chain down.
We're gonna do what about implementation?
Oh, go through the implementation workshop, like the frameworks and things for the strategic partnerships for a month. And also, I was able to talk with, oh no, I was gonna say Enoch did the pipeline process. It feels like my ribs are bruised. Enoch did the pipeline prioritizing process for that month mission as well, which is pretty cool.
For what monthly mission of what?
What?
Did you say that monthly mission as well?
Yeah, he did the pipeline process for that mission, for this mission. And we were able
Look at all
to
the
talk.
progress.
Yeah. We were able to talk with, what's her name? Denise? Was that last week? Oh yeah. We were able to talk with Denise about working with her and started working on that, what do you call it? That's what we're gonna offer her. That was really nice. And then from the video that Ina did with the Tilla way back when, we had 2 more people that were interested in the things that we had to offer and who were needing help. And I was able to talk with them last week too. Yolanda and Liz. And so all of that from interviews that we've done in the past, there's people who are voicing interest still, and that's been really cool. Oh no, Pamela did the link the week before, I think. Oh, there are 2 forms that I found. I'm not sure if I told you or not, Pamela, I don't remember, but there are 2 forms that I found that is for the affiliate center, so we don't have to recreate, praise God. and those are I have them saved, and those are ready to go on in the affiliate center for the payment. It's the IRS forms. I found those. I think I found those last week. No, it was the week before. Anyways. Yeah. That's all I can remember. And for the progress in number, it's, I'll say 4, I guess. And confidence 3. And the number one biggest problem is, let's see, because we actually want to create graphics and things, and there's something in the stepping stone where we need support from Eric to create some videos, and so it's just to give them some examples of what that looks like, the videos that we need for the affiliate center. And I guess I communicated with each person different parts that we need and the parts that they play. And working with each individual. This comment I know is just ready to put the stuff on there, and we have some pieces of it. But there's some other stuff that we need to create, like the e-covers and things, and some copies.
Did we get the minimum viable affiliate center?
What did you say? Are you asking a question, or what did you say?
Yeah, did we get the minimum viable affiliate center?
You mean with that link that Colin created?
The what that Common created?
The link?
I'm actually asking Kamran. Kamran, did you create the minimum viable affiliate center?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome. It's good to know. Is it linked on the book funnel?
I'm gonna say yeah, but I can check.
Pretty cool.
Is that the same thing as a link? I thought that's what I was saying.
I have a hard time understanding you, Shanicia. It sounds like your microphone is blaring my speakers.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
And you really... Oh, wow. That's a big difference.
Yeah, it was tucked under my collar. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
realize.
Yeah, I had to turn you down because I felt like it was damaging my speakers. That's good. Much better. What did you say?
I was asking you if you're referring to the link that Carmon made, but he answered already, so.
Yeah, I don't know what link you're referring to, but Carmen didn't just create a link. He created an affiliate center. And people can create an account beyond there, and they'll have their own unique link.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. That's cool.
It is on the book funnel.
Right on. That's helpful. I didn't realize that. So that's great. That's the type of thing that we wanna talk about during the weekly debriefings. That's wonderful.
All right, what's your number one problem again?
I was saying is for giving Enoch the examples of what we need for the video, that would be a support, but I think the number one biggest problem is working with each person on where they're contributing, because there are some areas where I said that people could do things, but we already have from the last affiliate funnel some stuff that we can just move over, so just finding different things for people to help with.
Can I say something really fast before I forget? UPS is coming over today to ship the books. To ship the books, and if we don't have that prepared, they charge us $10. And I just wanted to remind Kathy about that. They got to be packed with that label inside of it, and just ready to go out the door.
Did they say about what time?
No.
Okay.
Kathy, is that what you were telling me about?
Yes, that's it. That's the one.
Okay, so you're gonna package those together?
Yeah, I can work on getting the books. I think there's 23 of them or something? 20 something that need to be returned? 25. And they all have stickers in them.
Yeah, there's some in the studio, and there's some in the living room. The ones in the living room, there's a book that's laying on its side. All of them from the right and that book all go in the box.
Okay, and do we know where the box is that they go in?
You can put them in any box.
Any box.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want the box too big for them. You want them to fit snug in them. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, right on.
Thanks, Mr. Deborah.
No,
And another thing, for support, it would be working with, let me ask Kamran. Kamran, would you be interested in working with Catherine and I in creating the e-covers for the affiliate center?
E-covers.
Yeah, like the graphics and the invite share stuff. I'm trying to say the right name. I think they're called e-covers.
That's
Is
right.
that some? Oh, okay, good. Is that something that you would be interested in?
I'm going to decline.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so
What do you need help with, Janicia?
Just putting them together, modeling what Russell has. That's not a skill that I have, but I know it's just using Google Slides and stuff is a skill that Catherine is working on. But I don't have skill or anything in that area, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing. But
Are you saying that Katharina is not going to help with that? What do you mean?
No, she is. But I'm just wondering if somebody else with skills that know how to put that stuff together would be willing to work
But
with her.
Katharina knows how to put that together. What do you really need?
Someone to work along with her, since I don't have skill. Is she going to be doing it by herself?
Yes. What do you need? What does she need to work alongside her? What do you need? What is your involvement with that? What are you talking about? Someone
Trying to get
skills.
people to work
Katharina has
together.
more skills in that area than any of us, and definitely more skills than Cameron does with creating e-covers on Google Slides. She spent hundreds more hours in Google Slides than him.
I'm just trying to get people to work together and not work on things by themselves. And since I don't know how to do it, I know I'm not going to be much help to her. So that's why I was asking.
Well, the thing is, she has all the skills necessary to do that. If you're wanting to work with her, then you don't need skills in Google Slides to do it. A lot of times, she just needs someone. She has the right answer. She just needs someone to say, "Go get him, Tiger." It's like let's do it. Let's test that out, and then she gets it done. It's not that she doesn't know how, she just doubts her abilities. And you don't need to have the answers, or it's not like she's asking you how to do it. She already knows how to do it. She just needs someone to say, yeah, test it out. Go forward. You got this. And then she gets things done. If that's all you're trying to do is support her so she's not working by herself.
Okay, that's helpful.
Is that another name for accountability?
Yeah, that's accountability. It's a fun. Katharina likes doing things with people, so sometimes even if you're just sitting there, it's not like you actually have to have any skills. You just wants, I guess, company or something while she's doing something.
Yeah, and I'm aware of that, and it's like I'm trying to put it to where it's like not they're working on two separate things, even though she needs accountability. And that's with anybody. It's like if you're working on the same thing, it will probably be more beneficial to both parties. But I can make it work.
Yeah, just work on the same thing with her. Doesn't mean you have to have the skill though. Just look at it and focus on what you do know rather than what you don't. You'll be good to go.
Sounds good. Alright. And I think she's still just listening in. Catherine, are you still listening in? Or can you say stuff? I think she's still listening. But Enoch, I think you have some insight on her monthly mission, so would you be willing to do that one?
What?
Can you do Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you do Catherine's monthly mission, please? I was saying I think you have the most insight on.
I heard what you said.
Oh. What? Okay.
I said me?
Oh, I thought you said what?
No, I said moi. It was me in French.
Oh, I see. I see what's going on. Yes, you, please.
You guys are
You want to read it?
Yeah, I can. It says Katharina will post 10 plus 4 blog articles to our minimum Bible blog. So we can have blog content ready for leveraging guest posting on established platforms and driving traffic to the book funnel by December 29th, 2022. Our outcome MKR, well, what's, yeah, can you do those? The MKRs and the progress and confidence?
Yeah, the progress I think is I think it's a 7 out of 10. She got a lot of work done. I think the confidence is an 8 out of 10. Depends on how much Catherine is able to focus on it, and if you're doing the brain work, that would really help. I think there's a high chance that this monthly mission can be accomplished. So she went through and she edited some blogs. She added a bunch of photos to blogs, and she did really good with that stuff. And they were ready for reviewing and whatnot. And I went through and I reviewed many of them, and they're on the right track. So that's pretty exciting.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
What do you want me to hold on to?
You listing progress?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't write anything yet.
All right. I don't remember what I said, so let's just keep going.
Okay.
So, that is what we have, and then you got another question for me, Shanicia?
I thought we were gonna keep going with progress. Yeah. It says, what is the number one biggest problem that you or we are currently facing, such that by solving it would make the greatest difference in moving this monthly mission forward? And what could you or we do to solve it? What was that, Sister Deborah?
Can I ask a question before you guys go there? It says here, analyze the blogs you have created so far and see if writing 10 or more is something we want to commit to. Did you guys do that already? Figure that out?
We we are going to analyze the blog process after we publish our first 10.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't publish it.
Okay.
You just created them, that's all?
No, she created them, and when I get to the biggest problem, I'll talk about what's preventing it from being published.
Okay, I thought they were published. Okay.
No, they are ready for publishing. They have been for about a week and a half.
For a week and a half.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the number one biggest problem?
The number one biggest problem is what Katharina wrote down below. She's been attempting multiple times to get a hold of Kamran, and he reads her messages and then doesn't respond. And she's really perplexed as to how she's going to be able to accomplish this monthly mission if the person that she's working with doesn't interact with her or respond.
I hate
So,
that.
yeah, Kamran, Katharina is at a loss for knowing what she could do. So could you help a sister out, and what would you recommend she could do to better communicate with you? Or what way would you want to be communicated with? Or what's going on?
Okay, is that something you guys are going to discuss afterwards, or is that a question asking him right now?
No, this isn't a conversation discussed afterwards. She's been trying to discuss with him afterwards for over a week and has gotten nothing. So I told her that it'd be good for her to bring up during the weekly debriefing, because it's the one time that she does have access to him that he could hear and have a higher chance of responding. Because he ignores her phone calls and messages.
What account do you guys put that on?
What do you mean account?
What website?
What do you mean website? Put what on?
The blogs.
Oh,
Are you talking about
EdithLeffingwell.com.
Oh,
No, we're talking about Katharina and Kamran speaking together, so I don't know what you were referring to. I was thinking, what messenger chat do they have the conversation on? That's what you're asking.
Because I was just thinking that if I didn't complete the testing on the EdithLeffingwell's website, perhaps that's what the issue is. I don't know, but perhaps.
Okay, that's a good guess. You completing that will help a lot, but that's definitely not what's preventing Kamran from speaking to Katharina or responding when she reaches out to him. So that's she is like so close to completing this monthly mission. She just needs Kamran to publish them. The ball's been in his court for over a week now, and that's where that's at. And then
Is that
where
the last week when we were doing the implementation workshop?
over a week? Do you,
Yeah.
a week and a half? Does that was the implementation workshop within that time frame?
That's what I'm asking. Or are you counting from the last briefing? Well, not last debriefing. But
I'm asking you if within a week and a half from now, does that include the implementation workshop?
are you asking me what I'm asking you?
Because I think you could answer that question.
You guys are funny.
No, what I mean is like a working week when they were trying to like do stuff where we didn't have the implementation workshop. So I'm saying
I'm mostly talking about communication and communicating, interacting, responding. That's what I'm referring to. That ball has been in his court. And an area that could use support to move forward here is creating for Shanicia to test out brainwork. Our 60 days are going to be coming up to an end here shortly. Whether we should get our money back or continue to use that, and we could really use your help with creating intros for some of the blogs that got rejected. They need intros and hooks, and that's what the brainwork help with.
I tested it out a few days ago, and it's good for hooks. But in regards to the intros, that's something that I'm gonna need support with, because I'm thinking if intros is a thing that is a skill that I need to learn the most, I need somebody who knows what a good intro looks like, so I can know if brainwork is doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, you do have support. You have to, like, how many, you're saying hooks, so how many hooks did you add to the content calendar? How many blog hooks did you add to Notion that brainwork created?
Then, but they're on brainwork right now.
I didn't hear what you said. I just heard on brainwork right now. Your microphone didn't pick up.
I said I didn't add them to the database, but they're on brainwork.
Yeah, please add them to the database. We have a review system already in place. When you do work on brainwork, add it to the database, the intro and the headline, which are both parts of a hook, and then mark it as ready for review, and you will get feedback of whether it's a good intro or not. But when you work with brainwork, you have to put it on Notion in order for us to understand what that is. Does that make sense? How you're going to get feedback?
Yeah.
When do you see is the soonest that you can do that? I know you're sick today. I'm not expecting it today, but when do you see is the soonest you could do that?
Today is the 26th. Hopefully by the end of the day I'll feel better, but probably tomorrow. Because every time I think I'm feeling good and I'm up and I'm doing it, and then my energy just drains out of me. So let's say tomorrow.
Yeah. Sounds good. We can aim for tomorrow, and I know that it's open. There's variables that it may or may not happen, and that's fine. Just set a target and aim for it. So that's good. As far as the MKR, we have 1 out of 14 blogs have been published on the website, which is great. That's how we switched over from 2.0, and Kamran did that. And then there's another, there's like an outcome goal and a process goal, and we were realizing that in order for Katharina to reach her outcome, I was asking her, how many times do you actually update the stepping stones? And update your stepping stones and read them and look at them. And she's like, I said, how many times this month have you done that in the last 2 weeks? And she said, either 1 or none. I'm like, well then how do you expect to accomplish your monthly mission if you don't even look at you don't update your stepping stones? So let's set a goal to regularly update your stepping stones while you work on it, and then I asked her, like, how many times would you want to look at your stepping stones by the next monthly mission or monthly meeting? And she said, I'd like to update them 6 times. And then it looks like she's done it 2 out of 6 times. She's probably done it more since then, but that's what that MKR is.
Good job.
Yeah, and I think that's partly why she's been able to make so much progress.
Well, that's good. It's good to know that.
Yeah, the stepping stones are great. Alright. So now we're gonna, thank you. Now we're gonna, does anyone else want to share anything before we go to the next section? Okay. Step 3.5. You can take a couple of minutes and write down your weekly wins for next week. Do 3.5 and 3.6 together. 3.6 is what are you learning this week to develop your talents for Christ service? And I've been updated, as in with all the other questions, and it says that is your word of the year, your skill acquisition database, new learnings, personal development, new skills, and leadership development. So what things are you learning this week?
Well, howdy. You guys are all doing very good today.
Okay, how much time do we need? We gotta keep moving. It's almost 11 o'clock.
I'm good. Let's start since nobody answered.
I'm good.
Let's move forward.
Fantastic. Refresh my page. Alright, so for me, I'm going to be testing out Brainwork to see how it writes headlines and intros. Sorry. So we can get the blog reviewed and published. And I also want to make a list of things that I'm currently doing and stack rank them so I can prioritize my focus on the missions and the aims. See what things I can leverage other people's skills and talents and what things that I can focus on that only I can do. And then work with Enoch on Denise's sales page or offer breakdown. I forget what we're calling it, but that's what I called it. And I started re-listening to the book 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Some good stuff. So I want to finish that this week. And I'm going to do a study on courage and or focus. And I'm going to continue going through Channel Jumpstart with Daryl Ease and Sister Deborah.
I have finished testing Enoch Leffingwell website, work on the YouTube algorithm and fix Notion. And the things I'm working on learning is the pipeline. I want to learn that and how to do the keywords correctly. And I'm learning the Jumpstart.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Conrad?
I have here to fix broken links and images on the Enoch Leffingwell Funnel Hub and post all blogs that are ready to publish. And on other things, I have asked why other things is nested under the third checkbox.
It's a great question. It always gets deleted when I try to build the third thing. It's in a weird place. That's fun one. What are you learning?
That's a good question.
Thank
Aren't
you.
you studying?
Huh?
Are you saying too? Aren't you studying about the 7 habits of highly effective people or something like that?
That is a book that I could keep going through, or go through, or like listen to this week. Let me put that way.
How do you like that book? On a scale from 1 to 10?
I think it's a good book.
And aren't you reading one from Lathan too, or Nathan, or whatever his last name is?
That was Katharina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 121.
Okay. That's cool, Conrad.
You're a cool cat.
Mr. Kathy?
Make sure to schedule Enoch so that we can learn regarding the pipeline database, become proficient in the use of the 4 S's of success, and improve our financial situation by studying cash flow with Deborah and Sherry. And what I'm learning is I'm still increasing my knowledge about a Titus 2 woman.
You're just sending the books back to Amazon. Thank you, Kathy.
Yeah. I only found 12 of the 23.
Were they in the living room?
I went to the living room and found most of them. the 12. I do not find 23. So Shanisha, I might need your help with that.
Thank you,
I went
Kathy.
to the studio and I didn't find any of them that were tagged there.
They don't have tags in the studio.
So I've got to go through them individually. Okay, thank you for letting me know.
No, aren't they in the box?
Some of them are in the box, and then most of them are on the show.
Okay, alrighty, thank you.
Why would we count them again and again like this? Didn't we learn?
I wasn't planning on counting them again. I didn't know we had to ship them back. I didn't know what was going to happen to them. If that was the case, I would have separated them. I thought we just needed to know a number. So I counted them for the number.
Wow.
But I know where they are.
I have 12 of them that have been marked, and I'll look for the other 11 that are not marked then. Thank you.
And they're separated. I can just point them out to you. Great. I think that's everybody that have theirs on there. Sister Deborah, would you like to close us in prayer?
Oh, did she say what she was learning?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, okay. Sure. Dear Lord, thank you for helping us to get through this, and even though Shanicia is not feeling good, and I pray, Lord, that you bring her back to health and help her to feel better and get the rest that her body needs. And I thank you, Lord, for the opportunities that you open up to us, and I'm sorry where we fall short, and sometimes we do that deliberately, sometimes we don't, and I just pray you forgive us for where we slack, and help us, Lord, to see the importance and to keep the goal in front of us and to move forward and to remember why we're doing this. And we love you, Lord. We want to do well. Please be with us always and help us keep you in front of our eyes and our, set for our goals throughout the rest of the week. May this be the best week that we work together and get our goals accomplished. And especially because we're going into the new year. Please be with us always. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks, you guys.
Amen. Thank you, Mom. Beautiful prayer.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen. There she is. She's all quiet throughout the whole thing, and then it's over, and she's like, Amen. Where were you?
My family
No.
just left.